am Joppa. This is Pollen. We are at the Secrets Garage, and this is the Great Garage. We are back with the CRX. As you can see, we moved it a little bit closer to the shop so we can get some things done. I don't know if you guys remember from last time, but here's a little recapitulation, which is the fancy way of saying recap. So I got the exhaust manifold on, aka the turbo manifold. I got these injectors set in here, and that was about it. It got dark. So now I am going to go ahead and get started with shaving some of this stuff off the head, some of this material off the head where that bracket was, so that way the turbo fits. And I am going to actually get these pigtails wired up so that way the injectors are good to go. And hopefully at least get the turbo mounted up to make sure that when it's time to go to Kyle's house, that is where it needs to be. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get the ball rolling because it's kind of humid because it just rained a little bit. Got some of the pollen off just for it to be sticky. Yep. So yeah, game time. So after some grinding and rain don't stop nothing, we managed to get this done. And I do not have the proper hardware to actually mount the turbo, but I can sit it there flush and it does not interfere with anything. The cold side does not. So that means we are moving right along in the right direction. So next order of business while I'm under the hood is to get rid of this monstrosity and put my AEM fuel filter in there. I mean, fuel pressure regulator, and go on from there. I also want to get the, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the radiator yet, but we're gonna have to make it to where it's like you said, like cat corner, so that way it's not yeah. So that's the last order of business because this would be a fabrication work kind of situation. But yeah, I'm getting ready to do this now. Take off these raggedy lines. I can run this one back on, but the other ones are not going back. This is coming off because this is where I don't know why they did this. I don't understand this, but this is where the fuel pressure gauge would normally go. Because generally you run your line into the ends, and yeah, they did some rigging on this thing, bro. There was some rigging going on, but we are making progress, and that is all I care about. I am trying to get it ready. I don't think I'll be able to make the no prep event because what weekend is that? That's the 29th, right?
30th.
Okay, so either way, it's the last weekend in March. Plus side is I don't have to go to drill until April 6th and 7th because that's the first weekend, so I'll be free that weekend. But next weekend I have to take a trip to Virginia, so that will inhibit me from getting any progress done on this next weekend. So all I would have is the week before, so the likelihood of getting it done and getting it tuned is slim to none. But I will be making progress, so that way whenever the next thing is up and at 'em, I'll be ready to rock and roll. So let me get this crap off and see if maybe I can hit the parts store, find some bolts, get the turbo mounted, because I know y'all are ready to see what it looks like with the turbo in place. All right, so I've reached a slight impasse, not for the day, but just for the time being. So one, as we established earlier, I don't know the bolt size for these. So I'm just gonna take the manifold off and go into Lowe's probably with the turbo and the manifold. Might look a little crazy, but case it out, so I want the right ones. So that way, these are the proper bolts. So that aside, what was the next thing? The fuel system. The fuel system, there's a lot to figure out here because, so one, they eliminated the fuel filter.
And then they put whatever this is.
Yeah, this is.
Like, I don't know.
En español, nosotros dice muy terrible.
Yeah.
That's bad. I don't know what that is. All right, and then, so we're going to go, AN from here.
Then, to a filter.
Yeah, to the inline.
Wherever we put the filter in.
Somewhere. Mount it up somewhere. And then run from the filter.
To here. This will be a in line. We're going to come off. This will be a in line.
And go
or we're going to put an adapter and put the regulator here.
Okay.
One or the other.
Yeah, right.
And back to return.
Right.
So, and then we'll get rid of all of this. Probably put a fuel pressure gauge here.
Right. Like it's sprayed up crap. And
yeah, we'll get rid of all
chintzy crap. That's all bad.
Yes. But all that will go away.
Does anybody want this? What brand is this thing?
I ain't got a brand. There's a brand something right here. What's it say? It's probably older than us. Is that a Weapon R? It is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, never mind. I'm not selling this. It can't go anywhere. It's going with like the wall of classic
Right.
eBay, and yeah, oh my goodness, yeah, we got a excess power. Yep, yeah. So disregard that. I'm not getting rid of the filter. Sorry, guys. I mean the regulator. Sorry, guys. Staying with the family. But yeah. So outside of wiring up the injectors right now, and then I'm going to order 70 or 72 mil throttle body because this looks wild. This is crazy.
That's too much.
Because it should go right here and just go right across and bada bing, bada boom. So that's how it's going to be when we put a better throttle body on there. Oh, we also have to, at least the previous builder did actually deepen the map and run the pins, because this was a GM 3-bar, which I already took out. It's probably in the trash already. But this way we can actually, I'm probably not even going to deepen it. I'm probably just going to put
we got to make it longer anyway, so we can't.
Yeah. So right, so we can't just deepen it.
We should have the right wires and the right wire colors. So when we cut it, resolder it, and everything, it'll still be all original. Right, because but that's wild that they did that. But it was just kind of dangling. Damn, the 3-bar was just kind of down here doing its thing. Yeah. But trash.
Right. But that's about it for what we can do under the hood. Like I said, I'm about to probably go ahead and do these real quick, and then I'm going to get inside and see if I can locate preliminarily where the fuel pump goes, so I can cut me an access panel, because I don't feel like dropping the gas tank. It's just not something that I like doing. I've done it enough times to know that I hate it, and I don't want to do it, and I don't want to have to do it ever again. I don't want the next person to ever have to do it. So I'm going to cut an access panel and get hinges from the parts store, put some like self-tappers in there. It'll make a little bada bing, bada boom. It'll look kind of rigged up, but I'll put something along the edges of it so that way it doesn't constantly dig into itself and so on and so forth. But that's where we are with that right now. This has to come off to go with me. That, and I will be riding around my turbo and a manifold in my backseat looking kind of crazy. But you know, such is life. So, yep, let's get to it. So guys, that'll do it for today's episode. I'm getting ready to close up the shop. I have to order a whole lot of fuel stuff. That is ultimately the holdup. Not really a holdup. Well, it literally is a holdup. That's the only thing that's holding me up, is I cannot do my fuel system because I have to get a bunch of different AN fittings. And I also, my fuel filter, the Fuel Lab inline fuel filter that I received was 10 AN on both ends. I'm supposed to be 6 or 8, you know what I'm saying? 8 is all right. 6 was definitely overkill. No, 6 was enough. 8 was overkill. 10 is super overkill. But whatever, you rather have it than not need it, and need it and not have it. So it is what it is. That being said, I am getting ready to order all of these things. Hopefully they will be here by next week upon my return from my DMV trip, and that will be spectacular, because then I'll be able to get over here and get everything installed. And I'm also going to drop the fuel tank. I said I didn't want to. I hate doing it, but there's so much you have to cut. It just would not be advantageous to be doing all that cutting, because I would have to take out a whole bunch of the trunk area to do that. So bump it. I'll do it the old-fashioned way, unfortunately. What else? Yeah, that's about it for today. So, old girl. Oh, also, I found the bolts. So next time you see it, the turbo will actually be full-fledged bolted up, because now I have the bolts and I can do that. I had to go get some longer ones than the ones I found, but I did find the ones that were the right thread pitch, so I'm happy about that as well. What else? So much yet so little. It seems like I didn't make any progress, but I did, because now I have a game plan for my fuel system, which is extremely important. And when I get all of the stuff, then I would drop the fuel tank, you know what I'm saying, while somebody else is working on the front, or vice versa. And then I can have the entire fuel system done in one whop, and that would be exactly what I need. So that is the attack plan. Like I said, next time you see me, as far as that is concerned, it will be to install fuel system, as long as everything gets here in a timely manner. So that being said, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of those good things. And above all else, always remember, don't be good, be great. Up like an elevator headed to the pit. Feeling Superman, call me Joppa Kent. Got me bent. If you thinking you can overthrow my squad, oh my God, no face shaking when you